why healthcare is going to be so important. Show of hands, how many people would like to live an extra 50 years with the vitality of a 25-year-old? Show of hands, our survey here. Only a handful of you. Gee, God, things must be really tough at the office, huh? Yeah. So the fastest growing part of the healthcare market is longevity, life extension. People wanting to live longer with the vitality of a 25-year-old. I didn't say the brains of a 25-year-old. You're going to see, again, give you a kind of a demographic cut. The largest concentration of wealth on the planet of any demographic group is with baby boomers. What is it that baby boomers want? They want to live forever. Why do they want to live forever? Because they got the money and they can and they're tired of playing just golf. But the point of it is, their investments in living longer in terms of healthier living, more agile aging, is completely transforming the biotech space, which is focusing on hundreds of new innovations. Now, you may not think this relates to you right now, but I will tell you, when you've got 100+ companies focusing on the next generation of personalized medicine, the next generation of translational medicine, the next generation of different kinds of approaches that will extend your life, whether it's about stem cells or new organs or new drugs to be able to identify cancer before it starts to disrupt your life, if you will, and give you an extra 20 years, you're going to talk about a very different kind of global society. And that's the society we're heading towards in this decade. That's what's so exciting, is the convergence of innovations from healthcare to material science with nanotechnology to neurotechnology, enhancing the brain. 1 in 3 men in here over the age of 70 will be at risk for Alzheimer's. So you're talking about, if you will, an epidemic and senility that's going to be facing us at a time when, quite frankly, depopulation in Europe and the United States means that there may not be as many of us to address and spend these dollars. So you're talking about a convergence of many innovations in this decade that will change medicine, will certainly change business, will change lifestyles, and increasingly make life a higher quality for those people around the world, not just the United States, not just in the first world, but the second and third world. I'll talk a little bit more about that. So for instance, just to be able to take your personal genomic information, just to be able to take everybody's in this room, right? And we will be mapping human genomes. It costs a bit of, somewhere in the neighborhood of $250,000 to $300,000 today, but you'll certainly have it down below $1,000 is kind of the break point where you start to see consumer genomics as an industry take off. What it basically means is once we were able to have download your information, your specific genomic map, we'll then be able to then correlate that and figure out what might be the precursors of disease and be able to head off that and prevent that. Well, that's going to be a huge storage opportunity. That's going to be a huge privacy issue. The ability to just store your genomic information in this room today would max out multiple terabytes, petabytes of information. That is frightening most of the IT companies that are looking over the shoulder, looking at what's next for supercomputing and being able to not just map these genes, but have to store them. So you're going to need an entirely new kind of architecture, a quantum computing architecture, to be able to store all this. Now you take that innovations that are going to be developed in personalized medicine to create an entirely new kind of medical area, and you relate that then, many of those innovations will have a dramatic impact on